Hey, hi, welcome back. How are you? I don't know what that intro is, but hey, I'm at Engarde here again with another Danganronpa musical update. Today is another demo track song talking about Genocide Jack demo track. I'm sorry I just spoiled the lyrics for you. Today we're going to be discussing the song I have for Genocide Jack's big reveal. This is one of those songs where I came up with the idea of the song before I had any concept of what the melody or what the lyrics were going to be, where I was like, I want a tango for Genocide Jack, and that is all that I knew. Another fun fact about this song, now that I'm talking about it, this actually was a pretty late addition to the music. I had a list, an outline of all the different scenes and songs that I wanted to have, because just like repeating like major story things for the game, thinking like what are good character development things, and I was like, well, Toko's here, but she doesn't really have a song. Let's give her a tango. For some reason, I loved the name Genocide Tango so much that I was like, I don't care what happens. I'm keeping Genocide Jack, and Genocide Jack is going to have a tango. And now, this is one of my favorite songs, actually, of the musical ones I've written. I don't mean to skew your opinion on what your favorite song is, as far as any of these musical ones go, because you know, if you're like my favorite is Twisted, and you're not going to take that from me, then by all means, that's yours. That's your prerogative. But this one, for me at least, this is, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely like top 3. What's really crazy is a lot of these ones from demo tracks that I've recorded now, these are like my favorite songs from the musical, at least of the ones that I've developed lyrics for yet. I really like how a lot of things in here flow, and I really like the idea and just seeing it staged. And yeah, I know I'm doing a lot of talking about the song, the idea of the song itself, but yeah, that's what these videos are for, so whatever, sue me. Don't sue me. You lose. Another thing that you should keep in mind for this is that because Genocide Jack as a character uses scissors, I put using scissors into the music. That was apparently my brain cannot focus on both clicking the scissors and talking about something at the same time. So I was like, well, I put this singing. Ooh. Like I was distracted by the scissors. Yes, I put the scissors in the music. So what happens is there's a part where it goes like, in the chorus, there's a part where it goes like ba-da ba-da. And there's two hits on a bass drum, and in that part it's supposed to be 2 scissor clicks, and that's gonna be something fun to stage later on. That's something that you wouldn't tell just by hearing it, but so keep that in mind when you're listening to this. You get the yeah, that's a whole thing. So. Scissors. One thing I want to do before we get into the actual listening of the song is I want to tell you guys a little bit about how I decided to take Genocide Jack as a character. First off, is a little summary of Genocide Jack as a character. Genocide Jack is an alternate personality of Toko, who's ultimate writer. You know, Toko, writer, alternate personality, serial killer person. That's Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack's serial killer. In the game, it calls her Genocide Jill. But then also they call her Genocide Jack, and they don't really they keep swapping between the two. They kind of use them interchangeably, and so my thought, I was like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of like confusing to people who wouldn't understand it, because if you're trying to compress this bajillion-hour game into like 2.5-hour musical, then that's something that'll be like, audiences will be like, why do some people call her Genocide Jill and some people don't? So I decided just call her Genocide Jack. Just stick with the one name, stick with one thing. For simplicity's sake, everybody calls her Genocide Jack when she's in serial killer mode. Another thing, I kind of changed up Genocide Jack's storyline a bit. Or at least Genocide Jack's motives, because in the game, Genocide Jack kills like cute boys or whatever, and that's like a whole thing because it's like, oh, but Chihiro, because Chihiro dies. Spoilers. But because Chihiro dies, and then people are like, oh, but was Chihiro a boy? Who knows? And since you can see my video in the card, I think. Let's hope I remember to put on the card. You can see my video too. I ended up changing Chihiro's storyline entirely too, because that was kind of outdated and kind of weird and not like good. So I ended up changing Chihiro entirely. So to do that, I would also then have to end up changing Genocide Jack. But so instead of killing like cute boys or whatever, now Genocide Jack draws inspiration from the Greek fates of legend. The fates, the people that see your life in a spinning wheel. And so Genocide Jack's like, ha, your life's all by like a thread and stuff. I'm gonna cut it. So, and then that makes it cooler because it's like, oh, scissors, weapon, yeah. Because that's the thing Genocide Jack does in the game. She uses scissors, cut the spinning wheel, thread, boom, you're dead, Genocide Jack. And I'm telling you this because there's some lyrics that talk about that, and it would not make any sense if I didn't tell you. Reworked Genocide Jack's storyline, more about the Greek fates. It kind of ties in with Toko too, because then it's like Toko is kind of like a literary buff, so it's like, oh, of course you know about like Greek mythology and stuff. Of course you can know about like, whoosh, cut the strings of your life. There you go. That's about all the introduction I have to do. I'm sorry if this one was a little more rambly than others, but I feel like this song has there's a lot of backstory to it that I need to explain before we fully get into it. So let me set the stage. This song takes place right when it's during the trial. Everyone's arguing like, who's Genocide Jack? Is Genocide Jack even like a person here? What even matters? And then Toko bursts out laughing and is like, idiots, it's me. And then this song occurs. Enjoy.
People have called me many names. A murderer, the arts and crafts killer, a true-to-life Greek tragedy. But the name I've always preferred is Genocide Jack. In ancient Greece they tell a fable of three swell ladies called the Fates. They watch your threads and they enable the clear progression of your life. Oh, wait, let me insert my own agenda. Let's get this stuck into your head. 'Cause with my scissors I can end ya. I'll simply go and cut your thread. Turn out the lights and do the genocide tango. Treasure your time, 'cause every breath may be the last you take in. Write down your will and do the genocide tango. Transfer your funds to family, friends, or next of kin. You see, Genocide Jack's the murderer. She's the one behind all this. And, You see, they label me a killer, a murderer or murderess. But I prefer the psycho thriller that comes from spurting pools of blood. Unless I used to specify my victims, only a high or sitting still. But I stopped caring how I picked them. Now I don't stipulate my kills. Wait, what on earth are you... Okay. Byakuya? Oh no. Stab through your heart and do the genocide tango. Sign off your life, and with my scissors I will gladly help you. String up your hands and do the genocide tango. Don't watch your back, 'cause I prefer to make this quick.
Did you like it? That was the song. That was the Genocide Tango. Of course, there's gonna be. Always love the castanets, the like that kind of thing. The scissors. It's gonna be overall a very fun song to stage, and I personally really enjoy it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I personally agree, but you could disagree. But let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you didn't. Let me know if you hated it. That would be funny, right? If you were like, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. And you put that in the comments, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I'll try better next time. But yeah, that's all. Bye.